Kelly, welcome. All right, we are live. So what I was talking to the early birds about was that I was going to do training tonight on mindset because I believe it's very important, specifically because, especially in this industry of direct sales, network marketing, multi-level marketing, you have to have a certain mindset. Let's face it, because life is kind of tough as it is. We go through things. We always encounter naysayers, but when we're in this industry, it's kind of magnified sometimes. Where the easiest thing to find is that person tells you that you can't do it. You can't do anything. You can't win. What do you think you're gonna get rich? Or what do you think? Why are you messing you with? Spend your time messing with all that. You can't do that, or that's this and that's that. It's so easy to find those type of people. And if we don't have the right mindset, right, the proper mindset, then that can kind of beat on us a little bit and could actually even deter us from pursuing our goals and dreams. So, but what I decided to do instead of mindset training was actually an 8-step pattern, what I call an 8-step pattern for success. So this is something really cool to take notes on. You can number it 1 through 8 because there's going to be 8 of them. And I want to make sure I welcome everybody. And I'm muting your lines. If I forget to mute your line, y'all go ahead and mute your line so we don't have any background noise. So number 1 in the 8-step pattern is called define your dream. And I know a lot of times that sounds kind of hokey, almost sometimes self-serving, my dream. I could remember as a young child walking through the grocery store with my mom and seeing something that I really really liked, that might have been on the shelf, and I would say, "Mom, can I have this? Can I have this?" And all through my childhood, I wound up hearing. I mean, she didn't say no every time, but the no was a big word, right? I mean, a lot of times we hear no, no, no. What do you think? Money grows on trees. I'm thinking, why doesn't it, right? But I heard that a lot, and I think a lot of people hear that a lot growing up. So, as a young, ambitious individuals, humans in this world, we have these high expectations, these thoughts of grandeur. We're gonna accomplish everything, and we're gonna have the world by the tail, and like a tiger, and But as we go in life, things hit on us and beat on us, and we don't wind up in life where we thought we wanted to be. And so these things about a dream or goal, sometimes it comes across kind of sideways with us, funny, where it almost, when somebody says, "What's your dream?" you kind of look at them as if they're an alien, right? Well, what I hope to accomplish when I say define your dream, I want you to think about yourself as dream. What I hope to do is, in our minds, picture a dream wheel. And when we was young, it was going like a million miles an hour. But as we got older, it kind of froze. We no longer dreamed about achievement. We no longer dreamed about the cabin on a lake, so to speak. We no longer dreamed about the kids in private school. We no longer dreamed about braces. We no longer dreamed about traveling the world. We no longer dreamed about being able to set up a particular, fundraiser or a particular charity event. We quit dreaming because we can never accomplish that based upon financial conditions or financial situations. What I'm hoping to do when I say define your dream, I'm hoping that dream wheel in your head starts to kind of squeak a little bit, starts to go, ee, ee, ee. I want to get that thing making some revolutions. I want you to start thinking about what it is that you want to achieve in your particular life, what it is that MCA can help you achieve. Is it with this particular opportunity, is your dream just simply to earn enough to get your products paid for? Is it just simply to earn a few $100 maybe to handle a car note? Is your dream maybe $1,000 a month, for whatever, whether it's maybe that's what it takes to upgrade your transportation. Maybe your dream is to completely replace your income or your spouse's income, for those of you who have spouses. maybe your dream is to have full-time retirement potential with this particular company. And I'm here to tell you that no matter what level your dream or your goal is, you can accomplish it, but you have to define it. You have to know what it is. You have to know what you're going for, and you have to write it down. You have to see it every day. You got to put it in your mind every day, because if you're not looking at your goals and your dreams on a daily basis, and I'm only speaking from experience from my point of view, because when I don't look at it on a daily basis, it kind of tends to get pushed on the side. I tend to kind of lose focus on my goals and dreams if I'm not seeing them on a daily basis. So what Jamie and I learned to do is not only define it, but almost make it a reality by creating a vision board. I think Christine's got something really cool going with a tree. I'm gonna have to ask her about that a little bit later. But you want to cut out pictures of it, or maybe write things down, but you want to define it. So whatever your dream is, you have to define it, because if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to like where you wind up. So we have to know where we're going. So define your dream. That's number one. Number two is make some commitments. It's your goals and dreams, right? I mean, if you're going to have goals and dreams, don't you think it's worth committing to them? I mean, I do. I feel it's worth me committing to my goals and dreams. And when I say make some commitments, not a lot of times, but I've heard of situations like this, where people say, I just don't have a whole lot of time. Okay, number one, if you're going to use any excuse about why you're not making commitments to obtain your goals and dreams, just in my opinion, they're not really your goals and dreams. It's a pipe thing. Oh, I'd like to have it if. Oh, that would be nice if. It's not really something that you are dead set on accomplishing if there's an excuse as to why you can't make commitments. I mean, I've seen things like, I don't have time, but yet people go, and I'm talking about somebody who might have a full-time, daytime job, but they'll come home and plop on the couch for 3 or 4 hours. I get it. You're tired. I get it. Believe me, because I was there. But that doesn't do anything to advance you towards obtaining your goals and dreams. So, and another thing, this is just me personally. Every single person that has given me excuses to why they couldn't do something, I can show you someone else who used that exact same thing has a reason why they did it. It's pretty cool, pretty amazing. So make some commitments. And what I mean by that is it's going to require some activity, some action level to actually go out and achieve your goals and dreams. Okay, whatever they are. Like, if it's just to earn enough to pay for your products, then decide how much your products are going to cost, right? How much they're going to cost you, and determine what you have to do as far as selling some products in order to earn a commission to pay for your products. It's just a math function. Now, if you're going to build a team, that's a little bit more than math. That requires doing some deeper activity. So that number two is make some commitments. Number three is write your prospect list. I know. What do you mean write my prospect list? If I go to my phone, I click on contacts, and I got, hold on. Try to see if y'all can see this. I got all these people in my phone. Why should I write this down? Well, the cool thing about technology is you no longer have to write down a prospect list. But what I would encourage you to do is get a sheet of paper, a notebook, spiral bound notebook, and maybe make columns. Because what you're going to do with the people in your phone, with the people on your social media, these are all lists that are basically set up for you to use. People that you'll contact through Messenger, people you'll contact if they're in your phone, you have their phone number, people you'll contact by making a phone call, sending a text message. And I can teach you, and one of the teachings I'm going to do is a really cool texting program that I teach that combines using texting and Messenger, either or, and I call it Text Your Way to Success. And it's a really cool training, and I could teach you. That'll be all part of step number 4 when I say step number 4 in this process is contact and invite. But write your prospect list. You don't have to write down a list of names, but get a notebook out and columnize it. 3 columns is what you're going to want. And this is for people that you've already contacted using whatever method it is you contact. You know, if you got somebody, whoever they are, if they're thinking about it, they're on the fence about the opportunity, you want to write them down in this list, because you'll always hear people who are successful in sales that the fortune is in the follow-up. You see, because sometimes people won't say yes to your opportunity the first time you contact them about it, or they won't say yes about your product the first time that you contact them about it. Sometimes it takes 7 or 8 times before they say yes. And so you have to follow up. And the best way to follow up is know that you need to, right? Know that you've already contacted them. So that's the list you want to keep track of. So whenever you make an approach to someone and you have a conversation with them, write them down. Write their name, what you talked about, what they're interested in. Make sure you get their email address if you can't get their phone number. You want this information on that list, so that way when you do go to follow up, you have the information you need to do so. So number 1, define your dream. Number 2, make some commitments. Number 3, write your prospect list. Number 4 is contact and invite. Now, what are you inviting them to? There's so many different venues that you can invite people to take a look at either product or the opportunity. Before the training tonight, one of our team members, Christy Jensen, she sent me a message. Hey, do you have time for a 3-way chat? And I love to do these. This is really great. She made the contact, and then she set up her prospect on a 3-way chat with me. So I was able to get third-party validation through a 3-way chat. And you'll notice tonight she announced them into our MC8 Facebook group. They went ahead and joined the team. It was a great team effort, and that's what you're inviting people to. You invite them to a third party, you invite them to an opportunity. You know, every Tuesday night, Charles Vest, we have an MC8 opportunity event, right? So you can invite them every Tuesday night. If you know someone's doing an opportunity Zoom, you can invite them to that. All different types of venues that we can do. I'm always available to do third-party 3-way chats, okay, or 3-way calls. If you want to do a 3-way call, you actually get on the phone. You can invite them to that. But the number 1 is you want to contact them and invite them. I learned, and this is a really good thing to write down, he or she who shows the product, the plan, or the business the most is the one who wins. He or she who shows the product, the opportunity, or the plan the most wins. And all that means is the more eyeballs, the more people that you are able to get in touch with and contact, it's a numbers game. And that's step number 5 is you want to STP. Show the plan, share the product, stuff the pockets if you're in it for the money, right? So I like show the plan or share the products. So after you contact and invite, step number 4, step number 5 is STP, where you're going to share the product to show the plan. And all the plan is just, inviting them to something or having them watch something that you invited them to. Step 6 is follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up, follow up. How often do you follow up? How many times do you follow up? Until they either buy or die. So they either join you or they say, absolutely, under no circumstances am I interested or get involved with you in that company, period. Until they say something like that. That's how often you follow up. Because a lot of times when people say no, it's not N-O that they mean, it's K-N-O-W. They simply don't know enough information yet to make the right decision for them. They are still seeking more information, and time lets that happen. So follow up. Number 7, check your progress. How do you check your progress? I encourage everyone to have a mentor, someone who they're working with, a team member. What you doing, Lisa? Silly. Have someone that you talk to.
Because you're my mentor. And I apologize for the lights. I'm in the car, y'all. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. You're
I'm,
doing good.
I'm going to be mute. But yes, you're my mentor. You're wonderful.
What was number 5?
Hey, hey, Lisa, checks in the mail. Okay. Number 5 is STP. Share the plan,
Thank you.
or show the show the plan or share the products. 6 is follow up. Okay, and that's follow up with your prospects, right? Whether they're in looking at the from a product standpoint, or they're looking from a business standpoint. Now, when you're following up, to me, you always want to give a call to action and find a solution, or find a solution first and give a call to action. And all that means is, hey Quinn, we talked the other night about the MC8 products, the adaptogenic campfire products, and the opportunity. Did you get all your questions answered? On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you have no interest, still have questions or whatever, or 10 being, hey, I'm ready to go, ready to get signed up. Where do you see yourself on that scale? And the thing is about people is they're going to answer. They're going to give you where they're at. I'm either a 1, I'm a 6, I'm a 7, or whatever. I even get people say, heck, I'm a 12, man. I've been dying. I can't wait for you to call me. I'm ready to sign up. If they say anything other than I'm a 10, ready to go, if I'm an 8, I'm a 7, hey, look, I know exactly how you feel. In fact, I was a 6. I had all kinds of questions. I need to get them answered first. So knowing that, I'm sure there's some other questions that I need to get answered for you. And once we do, what do you think it's going to take to get you to a 10? Because you want to find out what it's going to take, what you're going to have to answer to get them to a 10. Because once they're a 10, they're going to be ready to sign up. Remember, 1 being, I'm not interested, 10 being, I'm ready to get signed up. When they know that, hey, I'm a 6. Okay, great. I know you got some questions. I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way because once I got my questions answered, I was able to move forward. So with that in mind, what is it going to take to get you to a 10? And they'll tell you. If they're interested in it, they're going to tell you. And then once you solve those problems, then you can move them on to get them signed up, either for product or business or whatever. And then you want to check your progress. You're working with a mentor, you're communicating with a mentor and a partner. You can call them a partner, and they know your goals and dreams. And they know what you're working to accomplish, and you want to check with them to find out how you're doing. And the only reason, not because they're all that in a bag of chips, it's only so that if you're not quite on course, they can help you tweak something just a little bit, so that you can begin getting a little bit better results. That's the only reason for it, is to check your progress. And then step number 8 is simply to rotate or teach and rotate the pattern. So you want to continue rotating it with every single person every time you talk to someone, right? You want to begin rotating that pattern with them and teaching it. Help them to to define their dream. Not just you do this, you teach this pattern. You teach them to identify what it is they want to achieve with MC8, what they want to accomplish. You teach them to make some commitments, because there's nothing more powerful than duplication. And when you got a whole team of people that know what they're going after, that understand what they need to do to go after it, what the steps that they need to accomplish, and how to invite people and how to connect them on the 3-way third-party validation call or chat, how to engage. When you got a whole team of people, that duplication, then it becomes exponential. And when you reach that, it's just a beautiful thing to watch. So I'm going to go through them again. Number 1, define your dream. Number 2, make some commitments. Number 3, write your prospect list. And again, remember, I know with the digital world, with Facebook, we got up to 5,000 friends you could have there. So there's a whole list. Twitter's got a list. LinkedIn's got a list. YouTube's got a list. Your phone's got a list. We got lists everywhere. So getting a list is no big deal. But keeping track of the people that you approach, that's the key. Everybody that you contact about it, you want to write them down on a separate sheet of paper, so a spiral bound notebook or something. You want to keep track, make a spreadsheet with however, but you want to keep track of everybody that you talk to and where they're at in your process. Then you simply contact them and you invite them to take a look at what we're doing. You share your products or the plan, the business plan with them. You follow up to find out where they're at. They're on a scale of 1 to 10. Are they a 1 or are they a 10? If they're anywhere other than a 10, if they're wanting they're not a 1, right? Ones I'm not interested at all. If they're not a 1, anywhere else on a scale, what's it going to take to get you to a 10, right? What do we have to solve or answer for you to get you to a 10? And then check your progress. If you're not getting the result, you see, here's what I know. It's a numbers thing. And we all entered this game at a different level, a different skill set. And that's not a problem, because every single one of us, when we first start, we all start at a different skill set. And it's all about increasing and making that skill set better, right? So we just do, we do, and we do, and we continue doing it. How long do you keep doing it? You just keep doing it. And you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and then you keep doing it. And then when you think you're finished doing it, you just do it some more. You just got to keep doing it, because the more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. You see, because what's going to happen is you're going to talk to 10 people, and you might get 1, right? You're going to talk to 10, you're going to get 1. You're going to talk to 10, you're going to get 1. You're going to talk to 10 more, and then you're going to get 2. Why'd you get 2? Because you got better. You can talk to 10 and get 2. You're going to talk to 10 and you get 3. Why'd you get 3? Because you got better. And so that's a pretty cool batting average, 3 out of 10. I don't know if y'all know this, but in the sport of baseball, 3 out of 10 is a 300 batting average. Those guys, they make millions of dollars a year hitting the ball 3 times out of 10. 7 times, out. 7 times out of 10, they strike out. 3 times out of 10, they get a hit. So that's a pretty cool ratio. And here's what I know about ratios is once it starts, it tends to continue. So when you're out there talking to 10, you're getting 1, you can just about rest assured, you can almost like money in the bank, know this, that all you got to do is talk to 10 more and get 1 more, because the ratio is going to tend to continue. Talk to 10 and get 1, talk to 10, now you get 2, because you're getting better. And that's what it's all about. So check your progress, and then simply teach and rotate that pattern.
Hey, Keith, I have a question or a comment.
Okay.
When I first joined it, I was so excited 3, 4, 5 weeks in when I felt the relief in my leg. I was so passionate about it and want to tell everybody. And then that pain or discomfort that you had, you just get used to it not being there. I try to revisit that thought pattern in my mind, and it especially worked when Quinn got on and started talking, because she was so excited. It was like, oh, we got a new person, and that's so excited, and it just kind of refreshes you. So I just kind of revisit that original feeling of how excited we were when we experienced our own personal testimony with the company.
And that is absolutely powerful. That's absolutely correct. And that's the beauty behind the community that we're looking to create. Because look, let's face it, even Zig Ziglar, this is one of his biggest things was that I'm trying to think exactly how he said it. No one is going to be up 100% of the time. Okay. But as a collective, we can feed on the energy of the people who are up, and that just helps raise everybody to that next level. And so that's the beauty behind the community that we're building with the training, the warrior chat, with the new Facebook group that Charles is about to open up. It's not a group, it's just a welcome center, so to speak. That's all coming. Just the reason everything is being developed the way it is to create that community, because nobody's up 100% of the time. We all have our bad days. You know, every single one of us, as long as we're breathing, life is going to beat on each one of us at some point in time. Something's going to happen. Something's going to hit on us. And that's just how it is. What you got? Oh, yeah, some CBD. some Chewits, eh? So, and yeah, look, when life hits you on you, just eat it, chew it. Just chew it. There you go. Or the oil that Christine's got. And then after you take your oil, you can come visit the family and we'll help boost you up. So that's a great point, Lisa. I appreciate you stepping in and saying that. With that, it's 8:55, and so we've gone 25 minutes. Are there any other questions or comments anybody else would like to chime in?
Rules. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no, absolutely. You are correct. I'm glad you brought that up because I do want to make that.
Part of the rules.
I have been a little, I actually spoke with Kent that this weekend, because of the survey that we took, I think it was Friday or so, sometime last week. I think we did some type of I think it might have been Wednesday or Thursday. I forget. It might have been last Monday. Time flies when you're having fun. I decided this weekend was going to be a grace weekend, and that I would, people who were, there's some new people coming on board. I want to ask everyone to please, when you invite new people to the Warrior Chat, to at least send them to that Warrior training for the rules, or explain to them yourself. Because we did have, a few people today shooting a little icons or whatever. And I message each one of them. I message everybody when it happens, let them know, hey, look, I'm not sure if you were able to watch the Warrior Train yet, but really seriously go and watch it, because one of the rules we set in place was the chat is strictly for Kent or I or any other trainer that's going to be doing a training to let the Warrior group know that the training's coming up. That's all it's for. It's not for communicating, not for icons back and forth. Simply because everybody's involved in enough chat groups right now. We don't need another one blowing people's phones up. That's one of the biggest reasons for it. So I let them all know that, and had them all go watch the training. And but starting tomorrow, instead of just sending them a message, I'm gonna go ahead and delete them out the group. And if they really want to stick around, then they'll do like a couple other people did and just send me a message. So to really try to do our best to help as a team. Let's let our people know that there's no need to comment, no need to send icons, but we can give thumbs up that we read the message. That doesn't throw off any notifications or dings or anything like that. So, any questions? Yes, Christine.
Did you guys decide on like a set schedule? Is it going to be Sunday night?
I think what we're falling into is Sunday and Wednesday. I don't know if that was like purposely done, but it seems like that's kind of how it's been falling. Do you have any other suggestion?
No, I just asking for a set schedule, because
Okay.
we already have so many meetings and things that, that's all I'm asking for. And that's where some of the confusion today came. I didn't know that there was a set one for tonight. And then, when you posted it up, I was like, oh, so.
Yeah.
I'm just asking that we have somewhat of a set schedule.
Yeah, no worries. And I didn't know that there wasn't one tonight, because I wasn't able to be on Sunday, and I didn't communicate with Kent all week. We had and
there was never anything said on Wednesday night or anything, about one tonight.
I saw him at Wednesday. I didn't check with him after Wednesday because I couldn't get on Wednesday. We had a washing machine malfunction or whatever. But I sent him a message tonight. I said, do you have a specific training for tonight, or am I doing it? And all I got back from him was, you're doing it. So I just assumed that we all knew that there was a meeting, there was training. But it's good. I agree with you.
Okay.
We'll get a set schedule. That way we know.
Thank you.
Can I make a suggestion on what might probably work for everybody? Because we don't have anything in the group on Thursday and Sunday, right? So Sunday seems to work pretty well for everybody. It seems like we have a good group on Sunday nights right? So, and then Thursdays. So, suggestion.
Right, yeah, no, it's a good suggestion. The only thing I didn't want to conflict with was Lane actually does a training on Thursday nights. And I didn't
Oh, yeah.
wanna, for the folks that wanted to participate in that, I didn't want to mess that up. So
That's
maybe
right, I
we'll just go
understand.
to once a week. Maybe we'll just do Sunday. And is it?
That would be awesome.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna let Kent know, and we'll probably. That sounds like that's what we'll do. Just strictly stick to Sunday, and excuse me, and we'll just take it that way. Any other comments or?
Can we go over the hashtag and understand that a little bit better?
The hashtag.
did the poll.
I missed the training. So you talking about what Kent did on Wednesday?
Oh, okay.
Who was the best student on Wednesday night? Christine, Quinn. Who?
I have my notes.
All right.
I'm looking here.
What were you unclear about, Kelly?
What are we doing with the hashtag?
Gotcha.
I think it was MC8 Warriors. I have to go
That'll
back and
be
look.
that'll be whatever Kent decides.
Oh,
probably
I got you.
That's Kent's baby. Remember, that was Kent's
Oh.
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the survey I was talking about.
Yeah.
I do have a comment, Keith.
Yes.
What I have done with my group under me as far as joining the Warriors is I have been sending them the rules video and telling them, when you watch this and you can tell me what the rules are, then I will add you to the group. And I thought that was a pretty good idea. That way you know that they have watched that video and
Yeah.
they know what the rules are.
I think that's a good idea. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. Kelly, I will check with Kent tonight and find out what the decision was on the hashtag.
Thanks.
You bet. Any other questions? You guys are all awesome. I just love seeing y'all smiling faces on Sunday night. Makes me happy. Now, let's see how many of y'all can attend my 10 o'clock Central Standard Time devotional. How many of y'all coming? That's enough. That's good. We usually have a pretty good crowd.
Sometimes I make it, but I'm at work, so I have to listen to it later.
Exactly.
All I hope is that that it provides enough value that people get something out of it. And I say this all the time, and then we're done. That my hope is that, because I know people go through stuff every day. Some people it's harder particular days than others. Some people are on a season of life where everything is just peaches and cream. But the times when people are going through stuff, my hope is that those devotionals can help lift them up and pull them out of what it is they're going through. Help, hope that it's just that nugget they're needing to hear. And so that's the only reason I do it, and just that we can maybe make a difference in at least one person's life every day. So thank y'all for being here. Jennifer, did you say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say I absolutely love your devotionals, and I'm finally caught up. Yay. Yay. So I can catch you live tomorrow. I'm super excited about that.
Awesome. Look forward to it. Hey, if nobody else has anything else, thank y'all. Hey, it was I think we had a great time tonight. I'm 3 minutes over. I apologize. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks.